Luka Doncic made his preseason debut. It's the first time we've seen him play since FIBA Eurobasket here, Perk. Let's pick this one up early in the first.
Oh!
Luka, that's how he started, right? He had a series of spin moves in the lane here. Come on, Malawatch did not ask for this.
He did. Look at the footwork. And what was that called right there, Wendy? The
slippery
eel. Yup, look. Yes, it was.
Despite what these highlights say, come on, actually, I feel like we need to say this. He did have a good game. All right, so Luka Doncic, he can't get the free throw here, but don't worry, as it's falling out of bounds, somehow he makes this pass, Wendy.
Hey, listen, he's been getting ready. New body, new passes.
Nick Smith Jr. hits the three. About a minute later here, Perk, Doncic dribbles it up, and he hits the wing three.
Easy work, easy work. Got him leaning, then just pulled up. Look at the
little
spot.
Lean with it, rock with it later in the second. Luka dribbles up, deep step back, all smiles from Luka here. 12 of his 25 points, and this one came from beyond the arc, going 4 of 8 from 3. So the question, Perk, you had going into this one was what? How was DeAndre Ayton going to look? Well, this is him with Doncic here in the first.
And I love it.
And then take a look at this here. Clearing the lane, roll into the basket. Here's Ayton on that connection with Luka Doncic.
He's different. He's doing it, drawing a foul at the same time and throwing a late lob. And, you know, it's just, I have to be patient and, you know, just really reading his eyes.
And you said you love it, Perk.
I do. And look, DeAndre Ayton did an excellent job all night long of setting good screens like that with creating a mismatch. Luka draining the three. He could make a living. And look, another great screen for Austin Reeves right there by DeAndre Ayton. You talk about sacrificing. Austin Reeves get his feet set. Yak.
Reeves finished with 25 in this one. I don't know where to count Yakum among that. Ayton finished with 10 points and 13 rebounds. As for Luka, he didn't miss a beat, right, in his preseason debut. 25 points, efficient night from the floor. The Lakers need that with LeBron out to start the year. Here he was after his debut game.
I feel great. I felt great. I was probably better than I expected. You know, those first games are kind of rusty, but I was just very happy to be out there again. We've been having a good preseason. The chemistry is great, and for us to be great, we need to have a great chemistry.
I'm real comfortable. You know, I haven't really played with all the guys fully yet, but you know, I love the way it's going. You know, I love the progress, and I just love the commitment everybody's really pulling in from training camp to now.
A lot of interesting stuff on the floor and a lot of interesting things said after this game. Malika Andrews here with Brian Windhurst, Kendrick Perkins, and of course, Boban is here with us as well, joining us in our Los Angeles studio. We have heard all summer about trimmed down Luka Doncic, Brian. Now we finally get to see him. What stood out to you?
He looked in tremendous rhythm in this game for a guy who hadn't played all in the preseason. We saw the results of not only his hard work in the offseason, but all the time he put in playing with the Slovenian national team. He came in great rhythm. I liked how especially he got to the free throw line. I do think it's incumbent on me to point out that the Suns were just back from China and they basically sat almost all their rotation.
Yes.
But okay, it doesn't, you know, it was a real competition game. You know, he looked good. Also, Austin Reeves was terrific in this game. Austin Reeves has had a great preseason, and between the two of them, they got to the free throw line 17 times. And without LeBron, you're going to need to have some more efficiency. And I think with Austin Reeves and Luka's usage going up without LeBron, you're going to see them hunting a lot of free throws. That's one of their specialties.
Well, I love it because we got an opportunity to see the miniature three. Luka, Austin Reeves, and DeAndre Ayton.
Instead of a big three?
Because here's the thing, right? The future, right, is going to be determined on how well those guys have chemistry and how well they can play together. Austin Reeves, in my opinion, outside of DeAndre Ayton and what he brings in the interior, Austin Reeves is going to be that guy to get them over the hump. If you look at Luka and the success he had over the course of his career making deep playoff runs, he's always had that second primary ball handler that could create for himself and the others. And I'm looking at Austin Reeves to be somewhat of that Kyrie Irving or even that Jalen Brunson, because let's be real, we don't know how many games LeBron James is going to play this regular season, right? He's already started the season off injured. So I'm looking at Austin Reeves to take that leap up from being that third option guy to being that second option guy.
Well, and then there's DeAndre Ayton, right? We've been waiting to see how that connection is going to look with Luka Doncic. And that little lob we showed you, it was the only one of the game. That's promising. Boban, you've actually been, though, in Ayton's shoes. You have been that partner for Luka Doncic. What did you learn last night?
Yes, I've been that. You know, like Luka Luka like when somebody sets a screen for him, and this is good because he can basically attack everybody from 1 to 5. And I know sometimes figure out how playing with him, like I figured out he don't even need the screen. He just like can attack everybody, just little bit. When he get tired, he won't like that better screen, and it's easy to play with him. He'll find you every time. You see how here he basically like looking for everything. I don't know how he do that, but this is like so easy for him, and for me only need to score and make a layup.
It feels like this is what the start of the season is going to be. Luka's going to create a lot of open looks. DeAndre Ayton is going to have to get used to having that sort of space, Brian. And Luka's going to get his. Other guys are going to get open looks. Those other guys need to make the shots.
Yeah, and I was impressed with DeAndre Ayton defensively last night. You can really see he knows that his job is to come in and rebound and make defensive plays. He had 13 rebounds in this game. He had, I think, 3 blocks and 2 steals, or 3 steals and 2 blocks, 5 stocks. He is really focused on being a defensive playmaker. I know that we're going to default to paying attention to the offensive end. I think the Lakers are going to score. I think they're going to get enough points. The question for me is, can they defend? That was one of the reasons they went out and got DeAndre Ayton. They needed better interior defense. He's not a great defender in his career, but he can make a difference, and you can see he's trying.
The Lakers are in action against Luka's former squad tonight, although we do not expect to see Luka Doncic in this second night of a Perk, let's pick this one up early in the first quarter. Curry gets to his spot on the wing.
He's been getting to his spot all preseason. I'm telling you, he got it on his mind. He got it on his mind, Malika. Look, Steve Kerr's probably telling me only playing a few minutes, and he's going out there and then maximize.
What we're not going to do is look at the fact that the Warriors are down 22, and then look out. Kuminga throwing it down. Nice setup from Curry there, and then a finish from Kuminga. And then early in the third, the Warriors down 8. Curry gives it up to Al Horford. Curry gets it right back, splashes the 3. The Warriors cut into the lead. Later in the third quarter, the Warriors up now. Curry dribbles behind the back into the paint. How does he do it? Sorry, Chris Murray, that was not kind. That was not kind. The Warriors up now, and then a minute later, all tied up at 79. Quentin Post passes it through the legs.
And set a screen.
Curry. A game-high 28 points for Curry. The Warriors win 118-111 in this one. And Steph, he looks to be in mid-season form already, and I think that spells trouble for the league. We know it's just the preseason, but he's put up 28 points on just 15 shot attempts. And what really stood out was his ability to get to the line. He took 13 free throws. That is something, Brian Windhorst, that he did once all of last season. And yes, there's been this conversation over the summer about Jonathan Kuminga and the holdout, and the Warriors haven't had a lot of run together. But this team, we know Kevin Pelton projected them to have an incredibly good record in the Western Conference, and I'm starting to believe it here.
Well, let's remember how they finished last season. They finished it very strong, and the Jimmy Butler addition gives the Warriors something that they've been searching for a very long time, which is a viable offensive leader when Steph comes out of the game. And so if you can give Steph fewer minutes when he's out on the court, he can be more aggressive. You saw it in that game. We had all those highlights of him going to the basket. Obviously, we know the man can shoot from the outside. He goes to the basket, he gets to the foul line, he expends more energy, he can do it in fewer minutes. The Warriors have this thought process. Everybody's got to stay healthy, but they have this thought out.
And Jimmy Butler, I mean, it's not, isolation under Steve Kerr is not something that happens. He runs a lot of it. He takes a lot of attention. That frees up Steph Curry. If the Warriors can click on all cylinders, health is the biggest piece of it. They feel very confident about this season. What do you say, guys? Let's go coast to coast, run through a little bit more preseason action around the association. First up, we had the Philly, where earlier today, Joel Embiid, Paul George participated in Sixers practice. Both players continue to recover from off-season knee surgeries. Brian, ball's coming back to you. What would a healthy Joel and Paul George mean?
Well, I mean, it would be amazing. They could contend for the East if these guys played 65 games. How can I say that they will? What the crazy thing about Philly, last year they started the season with sky-high expectations and were a huge letdown. This year they come in with essentially the same roster, plus VJ Edgecombe, with no expectations. And that's not where you want to be, but that's their reality. And look, these guys are starting to play with the regular season tip-off in sight. Well, that means something.
It does mean something. Philly fans are saying, all right, maybe we can get our hopes up here. Next, let's go to Milwaukee. Giannis, 16 points in 25 minutes, and the Bucks lost to the Thunder. But, Perk, what are your expectations for him this year?
MVP-type expectations. He's going to put up monster numbers. And watch the area for us the assists. We know he's the most dominant player in the game for his paint points. Look at this. This is just child abuse down there inside what he's doing. But look, the assist numbers is what I'm going to be looked at. Doc Rivers said they want to play open, fast, and shoot a lot of threes. Giannis is going to be the primary decision maker.
Well, sticking in the Midwest here, Donovan Mitchell, he scored a team-high 17 points. Lonzo Ball added 9 assists in the Cavs' 118-100 win over the Pistons last night. Brian, preseason Cavs Corner declaration. Is this the year Cleveland gets over the hump?
I'm going to tell you something. This is a historic victory. You think I'm kidding? They hadn't won a preseason game against an NBA team in 3 years. But what I was so impressed about in this game was their passing. 33 assists. Lonzo Ball, Malika, with 9 assists in this game, passing the ball all over the place and also playing good defense.
Well, sticking in Cleveland, Boban, this is for you. Your bestie, Tobias Harris, flexed on the Cavs, 19 points, 5 rebounds.
It's good, Toby. Show this muscle, what you do on San Diego. Workout summer. Show that muscle, show that moves. I like it.
When was the last time you talked to Toby?
Recently, maybe a couple days ago. I was like, do the best you can, play the best game you can. Yes, and score and one every time when you can.
Score and
Knock
one
down
every
open
time you
shots, and
can.
this is who you
What
are.
did he say to
This
that?
is how we do.
What did he say?
He said yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he said yes, ball.
Well, you all, of course, of all the teammates you had, who did you play the most regular season games with? Who did you play the most games with?
With Toby for sure. Huh?
It's Toby for sure.
Yeah, Toby for sure, because we changed so far 3 teams together.
Yeah, I would
yes.
say Toby for sure is correct. You guys played in 142 games,
Yeah.
3 teams, including getting traded together
Yes, 2 times.
twice.
2 times.
And we thought, since you decided to come back and hang with us today, we would bring in your friend, Tobias Harris. to
The
join the
bromance is
show.
back, baby. The bromance is back.
Bobby and Toby reunited on NBA Today. Toby, I'm not sure you caught the last episode of Bobby and Toby, the show that took place. Anyone who doesn't remember, though, we've got the clips. I wanted to bring that back for everybody here.
Toby always look better, just to know. Make sure about that. We look better on the court.
Oh, my gosh.
I think that